Mr. Daninator, I wish it was under different circumstances that we were seeing each other, but I do appreciate you stopping by.
Oh, it's no problem, Doc. So, what's this urgent news you got about my Silverado?
Mr. Daninator, I've never been one to beat around the proverbial bush, so I will just give it to you straight.
All right.
Well, I have good news and I have bad news. Which would you like to hear?
Okay, well, let's go with the bad news.
Very well. Mr. Daninator, your Silverado only has 24 hours to live.
I knew it was bad, but I never thought it was...
And I forgot to call you yesterday morning and tell you about it.
What?
My sincere apologies, Mr. Daninator. If it's any consolation, the good news was we're going to name the disease after him.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty cool. Alright guys, your eyes do not deceive you. The title and thumbnail for this video, Rest in Peace, Silverusto. It has finally reached the end of the road. The Silverado is dead. Actually, it's still running, but we are no longer going to be driving the Silverado. In fact, I've had it parked over here where my Trailblazer is. I've had it parked there for pretty much the last year, driving it sparingly. And just recently had a brake line bust on it. I think it's probably the 5th brake line it's gone through, so we're done with it. Well, the brake line didn't kill this thing. It's actually the rust. You guys saw my video, gosh, it's been a while back, where we talked about how the rust has overtaken the truck, and like an idiot, I didn't really do much to prevent it. So now I'm reaping the consequences, so that's the way it goes. Alright, so what has killed this truck for us? So, in previous videos, you've seen the underside of my truck. Caution, this is quite a bit of carnage, not for the squeamish. The rust has really taken its toll. The shock has rusted off. It's actually supposed to be facing the other way, and it's supposed to be connected to a cross member up there, which is rusted away. This cross member right here is supposed to be a pipe. It's actually rusted so bad it's actually now a half pipe. Gnarly, dude. That's not the worst of it. That's pretty bad, but that's not the worst of it. I'll show you what has killed this truck. Okay, driver's side, rear. Brace yourself. The frame is rusted so bad that it's actually cracked. It's rusted so bad it's actually just flaking off. So the frame is pretty bad. You know, my wife and I, we knew that this truck was pretty much the end of its road a few years ago, and I just never did anything with it because I knew we were getting rid of it. It's got 250,000 miles, and the frame is now starting to look like the bed of the truck, which you can see through. So the rust belt that we live in has absolutely taken its toll, and has completely gutted this truck. So given the truck's age and the mileage, we just knew that putting any kind of money into it just really wasn't going to be worth it. We've been saving up our money to buy a replacement truck. Again, I've been driving my Camaro daily. The truck has really just been sitting for a lengthy amount of time. It's really deteriorated quite a bit. The rust has really taken over. It's gotten a lot worse since it's been sitting. But we got the new Project Sierra. So basically, this truck has become obsolete. Not going to put any money into it. Actually, it becomes a toy at this point. So this is the reason right here I no longer want to drive this truck. See that frame? This tube is completely gone. Spare tire retractor, it's rusted to where it's broken now, so I can't keep my spare tire under here anymore. And yeah, everything is just toast. The bed of the truck, when you go over bumps, you can see right up in here, it's actually, there's separation. So the bed really, it rattles a lot now. A lot of squeaking and stuff, but yeah, you can see the back side of that fender rail. I mean, that's the frame. Pretty disgusted with how easily these trucks rust. You know, you see trucks, you see a lot of Chevy trucks and Sierras and stuff. Even Dodge and Ford I've even seen around here. You know, they're not even 6 or 7 years old, and they're already getting that rust in the wheel well above the rear wheels. I've seen trucks that are, you know, 30, 40 years old, that don't have the rust that these newer trucks do. But the quality of these things are just that bad. This side's not nearly as bad as the other side. But you do have that rot over the fenders. The driver's side's a lot worse because that's the side that gets splashed up by salt by oncoming traffic. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for this truck for us. It's been sitting so long, I think somehow I got a mouse in here. There's mouse poop and stuff. It's amazing how much they can deteriorate so quickly by just sitting just a matter of months. You know, it's already showing signs of some disrepair. All right, so mechanically, the Silverado is still in pretty decent shape. It does have its issues with some suspension that needs to be replaced, bushings and that kind of stuff. The truck is still running really good. The drivetrain is still pretty good. This truck has been an extremely reliable truck other than the rust with the brake lines. That has left me stranded a time or two. But as far as the engine goes and transmission, four-wheel drive, I've not been stranded with this truck. So we've been blessed. It's been a really good truck. We've put 123,000 miles on this thing. Used to drive it a lot, but I don't drive it so much anymore. But yeah, mechanically, this truck is still sound. Body-wise, rust-wise, frame-wise, it's toast. So rest in peace, sweet Silverado. You have been a champ for us, but it's time to move on. So at this point, the truck is just kind of a toy. We're not going to take it out on the road. In fact, we didn't renew the plates, and it's no longer insured. So the registration's lapsed on this thing, so I can't drive it on the road anyway. So it's kind of become a toy. We do have some property out back the house. I can drive this thing out on the field. I'd love to take the cats off of this thing and run this thing with open headers just to have some fun with it before I do anything really with the truck. So I do have a few ideas of some fun things I want to do with this truck, but leave me some feedback in the comment section below. What would you like to see me do with this truck for fun on this channel? I'll read through the comments, and if anything looks interesting enough, I may just give it a try. Yeah, so looking forward to kind of having a little bit of fun with this thing on this channel. But that engine, I need to find something to do with that engine. America.